Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Wednesday, the 4th of May, and they are as follows. But first, a quick recap on Tuesday's performance. Disappointing, really. Just the one place at 7-1. The last runner was quite interesting. It drifted, I believe, from something like 9-1 to 40s. So I thought, hey up, that's got absolutely no chance straight with it. But I don't know if you saw it in running. With a furlong and a half, I thought it was actually to take the lead until it got bumped, and then it like dropped away very quickly. So we're on to Wednesday selections. So these selections, as you can see, I've already placed my bet. I put my money where my mouth is. So what I've had a 50 pence each way, lucky 15, and £1 each way on each selection. The first selection is Lord Condy. I have taken the 33-1. In the 2:15 at Kelso, they are paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this horse has plummeted down the handicap, and it hasn't ran quite as badly as what you might think. Don't get me wrong, it's not been running well, but it's been running well short of the trip that it actually wants. It wants at least this 2 mile, 6.5 furlong, or even 3 mile. Well, it's been running over 2 mile to 2 mile and 3.5 furlong. And I think it'll really appreciate this step up in distance. It's also ran twice at Kelso in the past and ran well both times. I do think it's capable of a good performance. The next selection is Making Me Do It, and I have taken SP. This horse runs in the 2:40 at Chester, which is the Cheshire Oaks, and they are paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this horse ran recently at Brighton. Basically, it didn't have a clue what it was doing, and once it was given a tap and a shake of the reins by Ailey Turner, it won very easily in the end, but it was always meant to win easily because it was a 3-horse race. I think they think quite a lot of this. Well, it's roughly around 40-1, but I am taking SP because I think it will be about that price. But looking at the race, I'm not that impressed by the race. Don't get me wrong, we might see the winner of the Oaks come out of this, but there's no standout horse in this. I looked at the favourite, and the Racing Post rating were 93. And then I've been looking at horses around about 20s and 33-1. And they've got Racing Post ratings of 18.75. There's not a huge amount in it. So what I've gone for a low draw. I think Harry Eustace thinks a lot of this horse. Hayley Turner thinks enough to keep the mount, as in, like, obviously she's interested in this horse. It won easily last time. It's got fitness on its side, and I think it'll appreciate this trip. So I think it's got a cracking chance. I do think it's got to race prominently. I don't think it's going to come from a long way behind it, especially not at Chester, against horses that could actually be much better than this horse, which I'm not convinced they are. So I'd say an inside berth, probably racing no worse than 4th, and I think it's got a decent chance. The third selection is Buckshaw Village. I've taken SP in the 3:40 at Chester, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this horse has run twice this season. It got absolutely bogged down at Pontefract, so you can completely write that off. Then it was dropped down in distance at Ripon. Well, Ripon's a really funny course. It's like there's so many horses that don't handle Ripon. Well, I'm not saying it didn't handle it. I'm just saying I think the distance was a bit too sharp for it. Well, it stepped back up in distance today around, a tight track. But I do think it's got a decent chance, and I've got one that I haven't. But we've got Franny Norton on board. Well, he's the maestro round at Manchester. And if anybody's going to get it over the line in front, well, he's the man. But I think paying first 4, it's only about 11-2. But I did take SP because it could drift. And the 4th selection is Pause for Thought, and I've taken 11-2 because I think if this was ready to win today, I think it could end up being about 3-1. But I've seen some else recently. It could easily end up being 20s. But I have taken the price, and you will get this price because you don't get best odds guaranteed in extra place races with Sky Bet. So it's in the 4:45 at Chester, paying 5 places instead of 3. It's got a decent draw. It's got plenty of speed. It's running first time for Donald McCain. He does like a winner at Chester. Used to be trained by what was his name? Dascombe. Can't remember his first name. Tony Dascombe. I can't think. So yeah, it's now trained by Donald McCain. He can train winners both on the flat and over jumps. I think it's got a decent chance. It should be up there throughout. I'd probably like it to probably either lead or at least no worse. Honestly, no worse than second. So those are the selections for Wednesday. Fingers crossed, a bit better luck. A couple of tasty prices in there. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.